Good morning and thank you for joining us. My name is Kevin Williams, a care coordinator with FCP Live-In. We provide live-in caregivers for people to stay home safely. We're an alternative to being in a facility, and we recruit from all over the United States, so we actually still have staff, which not everybody can gloat about these days. Today we are joined by Ms. Courtney Lamothe. She is a licensed clinical social worker and founder of SALT, which stands for Self-Awareness Let's Talk, which offers mindset coaching and self-help support services to those looking to deepen connections with themselves and others. Courtney, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Courtney, tell us a little bit about your practice and what you do.
Sure. So I am a therapist operating under SALT through BetterHelp, which is a virtual non-crisis therapy support service. And it's great because I'm able to do this virtually and reach many people. And considering the state of the world right now, it's really important because there are so many people in need of support around their mental health. And so at SALT, we talk about 7 waves of well-being, and psychological well-being is one of them, and it's a very important one. And so what I do is oftentimes start by better understanding what stressors people are experiencing. And from there, we begin with the foundational practice of SALT, which is FIN awareness, feelings, identification, and needs awareness. And so think of a fish, like a fin on a fish helps the fish guide better through water. And so that's what I do, is help utilizing a process of better understanding our feelings and human needs to help us better propel through life, especially under these stressful times.
And there are stressful times, that is for sure. So what would you say is the most beneficial support you offer around mental health?
It would be that foundational practice of FIN awareness. And so what I do is help people understand that everything we do, everything we have ever done, are doing, and will do is an attempt to meet a human need that we have. And this goes for every person. And so when we're feeling good, it's because our needs are being met. And if we're not feeling good, it's because we have unmet needs. However, a lot of people don't really even know what they're feeling, and we often don't have a vocabulary besides a few words to describe how we're feeling: happy, sad, mad. And so I help them build a vocabulary and also a process to understand the root reason as to why they are feeling the way that they're feeling, and that is if their needs are being met or not met. And we use these lists that are based in nonviolent communication to help us better understand those root causes of stress, which obviously impacts our mental health.
Is that related to Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Or?
So it's similar along the idea that oftentimes if we don't have some of our basic needs met, like safety, food, things like that, we're not going to be able to work our way up the pyramid. And so this actually talks about 83 human needs, which is interesting because like Tony Robbins talks about 6. I talk about 83. So it's a very in-depth assessment of what could potentially be impacting one's well-being.
Interesting. Are there any other resources you would recommend for people?
Yes, I brought with me my favorite book, which is called The Compassion Book by Tom Bond. This is a book that I would highly recommend that gets more into this practice around feelings and needs identification and can really help anyone. This is a practice that is beneficial whether you're a healthcare worker, whether you're a caregiver, or whether you are someone receiving care. We all have needs, and all needs are important. Just because you have needs, it doesn't make you needy, it makes you human.
Even the family members of people that might be struggling right now and need that extra assistance, we may have caregivers in, and this would be something that would benefit the families as well.
Absolutely. It helps with it's a lens through which to better understand the world, and so we understand better human behavior, why someone's maybe saying or doing something. Why is because they have a need, and if we can look at the needs and talk about strategies to meet the need, maybe we're only looking at one strategy. How can we come up with other strategies that might meet everyone's needs and then lead to a better situation?
Excellent, thank you. Any closing thoughts you'd like to share with anyone?
Sure. So my favorite quote is a life well lived is synonymous with a life where needs are met. And I believe that to my core. So just a thought to stay with you.
Excellent. Courtney, thank you so much for being with us today. If someone wants to get a hold of you and learn a little bit more about the SALT program or how to identify their own needs and a pathway to get there, how is the best way to reach you?
Sure, you can visit my website, which is www.selfawarenesslet'stalk.blog.
Thank you. And if anyone would like more information about live-in care, they can contact me directly on my cell phone at 401-408-9183. Thank you.